Hello everyone and welcome to ECM English Cafe. If you're new here, I am Nick. I'm from Vietnam. I am an English learner, an English tutor, and a truly English lover. So I love to share things in English. If you're an English learner, then you know that grammar is very important, but this is really boring. And I am trying to make it less boring by this video series. So please help me to subscribe and share to those who need it. And most importantly, leave constructive comments to make this series better. In today's video, we are going to discuss about the difference between the present simple and the present continuous. Now, if you're ready, let's get started. First, let's have a quick look in the formulation. The difference here is very clear. In the present simple, we have the subject, then the verb, and then object if any. Any change in subject, the main verb will change. For example, I go to work, but he goes to work. You can check out my videos about present simple for more details. On the other hand, in the present continuous, we have subject, then to be as auxiliary verb, and the main verb is followed by ing tag because the verb to be is the auxiliary verb. So if the subject changes, the verb to be will change, which you may know the rule. The main verb always ends with ing tag. For example, I am playing tennis. She is playing tennis. We are playing tennis. I think the difference in formulation is quite easy and clear, right? So let's move on. Now, it's more important to go through the difference in uses of these two tenses. First, we use the present simple when we want to talk about things are true in general, things that don't change, or about fixed habits, routines, or things that happen repeatedly. On the other hand, we use the present continuous to talk about actions which are happening at or around the time of speaking. It's not completed yet, but it will finish soon. We focus on the fact that the action is in progress of happening. To be clear, let's look into these situations. Number one, the present simple is used to talk about general fact, but the present continuous is used to talk about an ongoing action or event. For example, they say water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. This is a fact, which means that it's true all the time. Then we use present simple to say it. But we say, hey, be careful, the water is boiling. In this situation, we want to emphasize that the action or the event is happening. So we use present continuous. Please comment or even email me if it is not clear enough for you. Number two, the present simple is used to talk about habits or routines, but the present continuous is used to talk about action in progress. Let me explain by another example. I usually play tennis at weekends. This is a habit, which means it happens again and again every weekend. So we use the present simple. But we say, I can't meet you now. I am playing tennis. This refers to the action is happening right now. We emphasize the fact that it is in progress. So we use present continuous. In the third one, the present simple is used to talk about permanent situation, but the present continuous is used to talk about temporary situation. For example, my parents live in London. They have lived there all their lives. This is a permanent situation, means it happens all the time, very long time. So we use present simple, but we say, I am living with some friends until I find a place of my own. Because this is a temporary situation, it will finish soon, so we use present continuous. There are some verbs that we do not normally use with continuous tense. They are called non-continuous verbs. These verbs are about state, not action. There is no real action or activity, so they cannot express the continuous or progressive aspect. In other words, these verbs are usually things you cannot see somebody doing. Here are some of the most common non-continuous verbs. Abstract verbs such as be, want, cost, need, care, contain, owe, exist, or something like that. Possession verbs such as own, belong, possess, or something like that. Or emotion verbs such as like, love, hate, dislike, fear, or something like that. This sounds pretty complicated, but don't worry, I will do a separate video talking about this topic. In this video is good enough to note the notion of non-continuous verb. For to be, usually we do not use main verb to be with continuous tenses. For example, we say Hanoi is the capital of Vietnam. We don't say Hanoi is being the capital of Vietnam. Sometimes, however, we can use main verb be with continuous tense. This is when the real sense of be is act or behavior. Also, the action is temporary. Let's compare these examples. Mary is a careful person. This means Mary is always careful. It's her nature. But when we say Nick is being careful, which means Nick is acting carefully now. But maybe he's not always careful. We don't know. Okay, that's it for today. I hope the video helps you understand the basic differences between present simple and present continuous. Please leave a comment below if there is something unclear. Thank you so much for watching. I am Nick from ECM English Cafe. Have a great day.